Have you ever spent thousands of dollars creating your perfect camper van only to find yourself sleeping in a tent? I know, it sounds completely backwards. But after recently glamping in a state park, I found it quite interesting. This is my first time glamping, people, in a glamping tent. I was very excited about this. So some things to note on this particular one. So they have everything on a platform. It's not a dirt floor, it's a platform. So you've got like a little platform, and the tent is of course all the way around the platform. So when you get up, you're not stepping in dirt or anything like that. They have rugs. They have really comfortable beds. They had a king size bed, and this one had a king size and a bunk bed, which was really nice, 2 twins. So if you're a family, you could do that. It had, oh gosh, a little coffee station, which was adorable. And if you get up early in the morning and that's important to you, they had, oh gosh, AC and heat. Hello, who doesn't love AC and heat, especially in the summertime in the South? And then of course they gave you hammocks and chairs. Everything was there. There was a fire pit, there was a picnic table. Everything you could think of was there. All you had to bring was food, a change of clothes, and be willing to walk to the nearest bathroom at the state park. So they don't have bathroom facilities at each tent. You got to walk to that. But this was really cool, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love this whole idea. So sat on the back porch, has a front porch and a back porch. Sat on the back porch, hung out, enjoyed listening to the birds and having that wonderful moment in nature. It was really nice and quiet. I really liked that. And then went to Burritt On The Mountain for some cocktails. So let's go check out Burritt On The Mountain. Every day's an adventure, and today's adventure, Paul's here, and we're gonna go to Burritt On The Mountain. We're gonna go check out, they do this cocktail thing, right? Cocktail.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds really cool.
I hear some music too.
There's music, cocktails, sunsets. Let's go do it. This place is really cool. Lots of great scenery, little historical museum. Interesting thing about the guy that owned this place, he had 1,000 goats apparently. Had 3 wives, not at the same time, or so we're told. But they sort of all died mysteriously. He was a doctor, so I wonder how that goes. I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I've done some research on Burritt On The Mountain, and we didn't have a time to go in, the actual place to check out everything, but I do want to go back because there's so much to look at and see, and they have activities and classes and such. But it was a really nice event. So this is sort of like a little fundraiser for them. They normally have music, of course, playing and tables out there, and people can reserve a table in advance. There's so much, I think there's like 6 or I don't know how many seats at a table, but you can reserve and you can pay for a table so you have a place to sit. They also have a few open tables, but mainly everyone reserves a table, and then they have drinks, and you wait and watch the sunset with some pretty music, and you just, there were people playing mahjong. That was cool. There were people there like on different birthday parties or having get-togethers, and it's a wonderful place to sort of hang out. Met some really nice people from Connecticut. They were really nice, and they were actually looking to move to Huntsville, Alabama. And so they were going up there to meet people and also watch the sunset. So really cool because the view is stunning. It looks all over Huntsville, and you get to see, of course, where the rocket is, and everybody tries to figure out where their house is based upon that. So it was a really cool outing. After it was done, time to drive back to the park and go back to my glamping tent and have an amazing night at the tent. That was cool. All right, let's talk about it. Spending the night in a glamping tent is majorly different than spending the night in a camper van. Number one, it's the sound of things. You hear everything. You hear all the critters, you hear all the insects, you hear everything. You have all the light. Someone drives by, someone's walking by with a flashlight, it comes through your tent. And also, if you have light in your tent, people are going to have a little puppet show, a little shadow show outside. So there's something to be aware of that, which is sort of interesting. But I really liked it. My bed was really comfortable. The AC really helped cut down the humidity. They had fans inside and out, so it helped with the bugs. Didn't have to worry about that too much. And if I was going to be staying for a few days, I could totally see hanging out there, relaxing, reading a book, just enjoying nature for a few days. I felt that it was really a great opportunity. I also think this is a great opportunity for people who are getting work done in their vans. They need some place to go and recharge. Totally great idea. So I know that Timberline Glamping has different areas all over. I think they have one also in Guntersville, Alabama, and other places. So look up Timberline Glamping, and I'm sure there's other glamping things all over the country. But I thought this was a really great idea for people to try, and that way you can appreciate your camper van and reconnect with nature. Set your reminder now. I put out a video every single Wednesday on really cool van life travel ideas all over North America. So if you like this video, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe and that bell to get notified. Hit that hype button to share it out there and let other people know about this, because we want everyone to know that they're also invited to be a part of our adventure crew. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can join the adventure crew. It's free. We host really cool campouts for you to come join us. So until next week, safe travels and happy trails.